We're all living longer, so that's a really wonderful thing. And there are many positive aspects about aging. But there's also the risk of development of chronic diseases as people grow older. And by age 75, the average American today has, 3, 4, and sometimes 5 chronic diseases. And so that the burden of illness actually does increase as a function of age. The value of a geriatrician is if you are taking 7 or 8 medications, you're seeing 3, 4, 5 different specialists, and each of the specialists treat organ systems. Geriatricians treat the individual as a whole. If you ask people what they fear about growing old, it's that they won't be able to take care of themselves. And that's really where we focus, is on allowing people to remain independent. And people that are specially trained in care of the most aged, disabled, and frail actually are geriatricians, and there is a dire shortage of geriatricians. By 2030, the estimates are somewhere around 36,000 geriatricians that are going to be needed. We are producing only about 150 or so new people per year coming out of our fellowship program, so we're going to fall very far short of what's needed. Geriatricians are the worst paid of all the medical specialists. It's hard when you have medical students who are graduating with $100,000 to sometimes $200,000 in debt. It's hard to tell them, gee, this is really a wonderful, gratifying field. You'll have a great. And they're saying, well, let's see now. I'm approaching 30. I want to buy a house. I need to start a practice. I probably have children, small children, or I'm planning my family at this stage. And you want me to be among the lowest paid of all the medical specialists? I don't think so. We all fear aging. And I think that what most of us would prefer to do is ignore it. And I'll admit that. It is, we think of aging as being an undesirable thing. We try to deny our own aging. We say, well, that geriatrics is for someone else. It's not for me. That translates into a message to physicians to say, this is an undesirable thing for you to specialize in. But let me tell you that this is an enormously gratifying field. So we have this contradiction that it's an enormously satisfying field, and we're the worst reimbursed.